Today's show brought to you live from Lounge Media Group Studios. It's Pedro and the Freight Hound with the Logistics Lounge. The views and opinions expressed on this show by its guests are not necessarily those of Lounge Media Group or the show host. So if you sue someone, make sure it's the party responsible for hurting your feelings. Also, grow up, be an adult, and understand not everyone thinks like you. And that's okay.
Howdy doody, gentlemen.
Hey,
How's it going?
Wonderful.
Don't seem too thrilled there, Jeff.
Hey, at least I'm answering the questions. What about the other people?
So I said, gentlemen, what's going on? Hey, Steven, we'll be seeing you tomorrow, sir. But well, welcome to the Logistics Lounge. My name is Pedro Potato with my co-host, the Freight Hound, and we got a great show lined up for you today. We're going to be talking a little bit about large cars and guitars, or bust. And yeah, gentlemen, how we doing? I'm going to start with you, Sam. How's your day been, brother? How's your week been?
My week has been great. My day has been stuck in front of my laptop all day because the first part of my week was great. It's like you get all the work that you want and then you actually have to do it. Like that's always the bummer part. It's like I like the sales and the schmoozing, but then it's like, oh crap, now I have to do a bunch of stuff because I said I would, but it's great. It's always a great day when you're in the Logistics Lounge. And here I am. Couldn't be happier. Couldn't be any happier. If I was happier, I'd be in jail.
All right. Well, we can arrange that.
Yeah, we can make that happen.
I wouldn't do too good in jail.
It's okay. I mean, you might, depending on whose opinion.
Who knows? I guess we can find out. But I don't plan on doing anything that will land me there. So that's just going to have to be a rhetorical question.
You never plan to.
You never plan.
Never plan out. Well, hey, we appreciate you sitting in the laptop for a few more minutes with us today, brother. It's good to see you, Mr. Klingensmith.
What's happening, brother?
Love the mustache, man. How you been?
That's a mustache.
I think it's just the angle, man.
Is it not a mustache, or is my computer looking at it wrong?
No, man, it is
a mustache right there. There you go, Freddie. You're going for Jeff.
I couldn't grow facial hair until like 2 years ago. So I'm going to give you the bad, the good, and then the really good. The bad is it is allergy season in Florida and probably everywhere else, but holy shit, it's just like kill me, misery of all kind.
This is my coffee right here.
The good, you've probably seen some of my content in the last couple of weeks. Like I'm really taking a lot of what I did in a lot of the relationships at BCS, and I'm trying to do something with it now. So I'm actually been revamping my website and now reaching out directly to people because I got a little bit of cred and like, hey, that's what I do, whatever. And so I already got somebody hit me back. Cool. Like, let me have your bio. And I was like, I really don't want to use that old one anymore. So I spent today like finally revamping that, which is a long process because Pedro, you remember when we talked, like we would have those conversations kind of talking about different ways to talk about the lounge and what it was all about?
Yes, sir.
I can spend like 8 hours trying to find the least amount of words to say the most amount of things in the right amount of way. And so I did a lot of that today, but that's exciting stuff for me. So that's very cool for me. But the most exciting thing is on Sunday, I'm going to go to the old like Tampa theater, this old school theater in downtown Tampa. Wait for it. And go see Jaws in the movie theater. I expected more of a reaction here.
They're going to be so confused when you walk in there.
That's what Memorial Day weekend. Jaws is my favorite movie to go see in the theater. I'm not going to wear that because I can't see.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Where'd you get that?
Eyeballs out.
Did you make that?
Yeah, did you? What the hell?
No. What did we went to? We went to some dork fest, Halloween con, Spookala. It was called Spookala. And there's always local artists who just do some weird shit. And so
like that face mask?
This guy basically made Jason mask.
It's a good beat. Ding.
Yeah, it is. and just cut him off.
That was great, man. That was great.
That's a great beat, man. I swear to God.
Heard every word.
Ding, 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 ding.
We're back.
You gotta
We're not
love
back.
live.
Gotta love the live feed. Jeff,
Love it.
we're gonna need you to do I need a freestyle over that. How you been, brother?
Doing good, man. How about yourself? I'm hanging there. What?
Fantastic.
Wait a second. I'm not getting my co-host video.
Oh,
Last
excuse me.
time I'm ever coming on this show.
Thank God. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff the Bodacious Cowboy Dickinson.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, Jeff. Wonderful.
And the crowd goes wild.
And
Where's my video?
I got a standing applause. Round of applause.
There's Pedro. There he is.
Take him back.
Well, Jeff, it's okay to have you in here, man.
I appreciate that.
Jimmy, how's it going, brother?
Thank you for not having me. Appreciate it.
Oh man, it's good, man. The past 2 weeks been brutal. I was changing TMS systems, and you'll all know that's always fun.
Yeah, maybe you texted me about that about a month or two ago. How's that process?
it's
A lot of fun. You still doing some training? Is that why you shaved?
no. It was time to start over. Jesus Christ, you sound like my wife.
Ooh.
Mm.
Okay, we'll just leave that there. Who's up next?
Pedro, how we doing, man?
I'm all right, bro. I'm good. I'm just getting ready to get ready to leave tomorrow morning.
Where are you guys off to?
Largecars Guitars. We'll talk about that in a minute. We'll talk more about that here in a minute. We're gonna do some news on it, but we're going to Bristol, Tennessee. We're gonna
Tennessee.
Yeah, Bristol, Tennessee. Yeah, gonna go there, and I'm gonna fly in and meet Hunter. Like, Hunter lives in the most like perfect freaking spot for like meeting for truck shows, because every time I've traveled so far, I just fly into Nashville and meet Hunter. well, last time I met Jimmy. Last time I met Jimmy. But the plan was to meet Hunter until I found out Jimmy was driving through. So I mean, like,
I was the chauffeur that day.
Dude, Jimmy's a great chauffeur. I just want to say he has a beautiful truck, and Jimmy just sets that sucker on cruise in the hammer lane and just goes. So, like, Jimmy is a perfect chauffeur, and he stops whenever you need him to. You need to go to the bathroom, you need snacks, whatever. Jimmy, next exit, please, sir. And
I got you. That's part of being the driver.
Drive like you stole it.
That's right.
It. But otherwise,
I kind of did steal it.
Yeah, he did. He did steal it. He'll tell you the story and you'll understand. He kind of did steal it.
I did kind of steal it. So
you got a hell of a deal on it, man.
Yes, I did. There's still warrants out for me.
They have his picture up at the back of the car dealership of the no sell to list. You know what I mean? Like, if this guy ever comes in again. See, what Jimmy's gonna have to do is he can trick them easily. All he has to do is switch where the hair is on his face now to where it isn't, and they'll never know it was him.
Damn right.
You know?
That's what I actually did when I cut my beard. I made a wig.
You're gonna break it out this weekend?
Damn right I am.
Hell yeah. I'm going under disguise.
Damn.
Jimmy, can you actually grow hair on top of your head? Or no? Or are you like me? No,
yeah, I'm like you. It grows in the back, but it doesn't grow really on the top.
So you got the horseshoe effect going on if you let it go?
Exactly. So I just keep a razor handy and take care of it.
Yep.
I wish I had that problem.
Well, hey, Pedro.
Barbershop are easy. I just go right to the bathroom and stand in front of the mirror, so it's golden.
Yes, Mr. Hound.
What we got going on in the news today, man?
apparently a trip to the insane asylum here is what the news is. If everyone didn't know, we're all on our way there. You can tell by the people that are on screen here. But no, we'll get to the serious news. So. And because you interrupted me before the show, Hunter, I didn't have it up. I'm joking. All right, here's part of the news. There's part of the news. Jeff made that. That's pretty awesome there. He's making you one too, Hunter. That's Pedro as a lounge lizard. So that was totally the wrong picture. The news is large cars and guitars happening this weekend. Y'all see May 23rd and 24th at the Bristol Motor Speedway in Bristol, Tennessee. This is a show put on by Tony Justice. Hunter, you correct me if I'm wrong. You know a little bit more better about the backstory, but I believe he started doing this when his wife had gotten cancer as kind of a fundraiser and a cancer awareness thing, and it has just continued on, throughout the years, even after she has gone into remission, and money is still raised for cancer and goes to a good cause. Right? Am I correct, Hunter?
That is correct. Yep, and it goes towards the Susan G. Komen Foundation, which is for breast cancer awareness. So it is a great cause, and it's like a freight family reunion. A lot of great trucks there and badass fireworks shows. A lot of great music too. As you can see there at the top, they got Montgomery Gentry headlining this, which is insane. I just found that out last week, so it's gonna be a good time. If y'all are close, please show up. You will not regret it. I think the only thing you have to pay is like $20 for parking. Yeah,
that's it. I think that's it too. And if you you can go to Largecars Guitars on Facebook. There's a group for it, and there's also a website. You can get all the info, including this map here and everything that shows where all the parking is and all the events and stuff are going on. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Bristol, Tennessee, Largecars Guitars this weekend, May 23rd and 24th. As Hunter said, it's going to be an amazing time. Bunch of cool trucks, fireworks show, concert both nights with several different artists, including Tony singing himself, Long Haul Paul. Just going to be an absolutely amazing time. Hunter and I will be there. Jimmy will be there. I don't think that's it on screen. Nope, Sam, no one else is coming. So yeah, if you're there, come holler at us, and we'll give might give you a hat. We're going to have some Only Freight hats on us while we're out there. So come hunt us down, and if you share a cool story, then may give you a hat.
Yep, hats, stickers, koozies. I wish we had some air fresheners.
That's not going to happen.
Air fresheners? No, I'll just leave that there.
No, Jimmy has the greatest marketing tool of all time, man. Air fresheners. Never.
They're truck drivers. I mean, I'm just saying. Air fresheners and keychains, bro.
That's it. And if you're lucky, you get a little coin like this.
You got to be real lucky for that.
Hell yeah.
What about like dude wipes and stuff? Like, bro, whatever wipes. Like I always have those things when I travel for Spartan races and stuff.
Dude wipes.
We threw yours in the trash by accident, Steven. Sorry.
Got a whole box of them. Gonna bring them. Yeah, I'm excited to see old Steven and Bobby. They're really cool people, man. A lot of great folks at this show.
Hey, I've never
been live in old Brandon Carpenter's trailer a couple days. Getting a little shade, some interviews, maybe a little shine if the weather holds off.
You guys been to Large Cars before?
Yeah, I went last year. So it was at
first for me.
Yeah, no, last year was at the Tennessee Smokies baseball stadium, which is like their Steven, I'm bringing all the banana shine, brother. That was that's a good way to get some interviews going. They had the old Smoky Mountain moonshine distillery like right across the street, so I just went and bought like 3 jars and just started handing it down the line. Good stuff. But last year it was at the Smoky Stadium, and this year, Bristol, it's like on the drag strip, so they got an antique car show, or not antique car show, it's like muscle car show. So they linked up with some car club up in Virginia. So there's gonna be like 100 something plus muscle cars there. They got with some like antique like tractor foundation. I don't know. So there's gonna be like a bunch of old like steam tractors and crazy shit. I don't even know how many trucks are gonna be there. So hoping to see some of them run down the strip though. It's gonna be sick.
Are these like the pretty shiny trucks like you see at Matt's?
So there are, but one of my favorite parts about it though is there are like a lot of working trucks there, and that's like one of the things that made it like one of my favorite truck shows. I love Matt's to death, but this is my favorite truck show I've been to because you see these hardworking guys out there, guys and gals, like it could be the most beat up truck in the world, but they shine it up, they got their lights, and it is their pride and joy. Like they are thrilled to tell you the story about how they got it, what they do, and that's what it's all about. In my opinion, we wouldn't have a job if it weren't for these cats. So,
has anyone been to Bristol Motor Speedway lately? Because the last time I was there, it was like 2008-ish, somewhere in there, and it was like a 2-lane highway in and out of Bristol Motor Speedway. Like this is going to be a nightmare.
Yeah, when I pulled up Google Maps earlier, I think it's still the same way, Sam. I was looking how far our Airbnb is from there. And speaking of, bro, that Airbnb is fucking sick.
Yeah, we got a full arcade in the basement, right on the river. So don't be doing fishing.
Nice. Oh no. They never mind, I lie. They expanded it. Yeah.
They had to have because it was ridiculous back then.
I feel like that's like pretty on par. I feel like that's pretty on par for NASCAR tracks, though. They don't want you going anywhere too fast after the fact, so they just create traffic.
Well, and they're in the middle. Like this one's in the middle of nowhere. Some of those tracks, they're like Atlanta, like we were talking about before. It's kind of in a town. It's not in Atlanta, but it's kind of in a town area, and like Kansas Speedway's in Olathe, and even our Chicagoland appears in Joliet. But like some of these tracks, like Bristol, is in the middle of nowhere.
Oh yeah,
I've never been up there. I didn't even know it was a split city. I mean, Bristol, Virginia, and Bristol, Tennessee. I didn't even know it was a split city. So.
When you pull into the gates of the Speedway, the song from Deliverance plays. Sam's the only one that's not. Jeff, I know Jeff's seen Deliverance.
Oh my God! How many times?
That song. Bong, bada, bong, bong.
You only need to see it once, man.
Jeff, that's my favorite movie. Watch it every Friday morning.
It's a good family sit-down movie. Yeah,
man, this place is small, dude. This track is so small.
Oh yeah, it's a short.
It's like a half mile.
It's a half mile. Yeah.
Short track racing.
Right through the cars when they're on the corner there. The cars are so angled. Oops, how do I do it on the cam? They're so angled. Like we were up high and like you were looking down on them and you were looking right through the car. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, so I was asking Tony if they were going to run any of the trucks around there, and then I thought about it. I was like, dude, those embankments are so freaking steep. Like, they'd flip over in a second. Like,
they would
tell me they were running them around Atlanta. So you got to do the pace truck for the race down there in Atlanta, and he said, like, some in one of the Kenworths, man, like the governor like thought it was going to tip, so like the engine started shutting off and just about freaking spilled over. So I can't even imagine.
Do you know if any of them go out on the drag strip?
I haven't heard anything, but I mean, a bunch of fast cars and big trucks, like, I don't know. Even if it's not allowed, I hope somebody gets a wild tear, like 1 or 2 in the morning. Just
oh, there's a drag strip right next to it. I didn't zoom out enough and see that. Holy crap.
Yep. Yeah. It's fairly newish.
Truck drags. That would be cool, man.
Yeah. I feel like that might be one of those like unspoken things that's just gonna happen. And then like all the muscle cars and stuff there too. Like, dude, could you imagine like a truck and a car racing down that thing?
It'd be awesome.
It will be. I'm just gonna go ahead and assume it is happening.
So is the lounge?
If not, I'll just be a bad influence. Do what?
You guys have a booth or anything? Or are you just kind of walking around, gonna do your thing, do interviews, hang out?
So this isn't that type of show. It's we're just walking around. Like the only booths they have are like like merch and food stands. But yeah, it's just trucks, and then bring a lawn chair. That's all I can tell you.
Really?
And sunscreen.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Sunscreen.
Dude, yeah, it is sun up to sun down. They're out there on that pavement. It's gonna be hot too. Bring some water.
Now,
We got a new person on the cam there.
the cat apparently wanted to join the call. And doesn't she look thrilled to be here?
Oh
I'm
yeah.
just wait for it to go.
Oh no. Should have thrown off, won't you? Yeah. Yeah, she's stuck down the basement. Oh, out.
There it is.
And she's gone.
She's
That's how our boy cat is.
That's all I'm saying. Dogs would never. If anything, you get a little lick to the face.
That's right.
Yeah. My dog will sit right next to me while I work. It's kind of fun. He's just like, I guess is what we're doing today. We're just gonna type.
Ops manager right there, keeping you on task.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I had to put my
One right behind me all day, one in the living room.
I had to put my dog down 2 weeks ago.
I'm just gonna smile.
I hate to hear that, Jeff. Was he just old?
Yeah, he was 16 and a half, a Pomeranian. He's a good dog, man. We had him for a long time. Really, really good dog. Yeah, but I put down 4 horses, 8 dogs, 3 cats. It sucks when you grow old. You know what I mean? Because you see a lot of stuff that happens. And I'm contemplating getting another one, but it's like at this. Nah, I don't think that was my last dog. I think.
So what I'm hearing is don't go for an extended stay at Jeff's place because he might put you down.
Exactly. I got the euthanasia needle right next to me all the time. Bad actor walks in my room, done. Done.
That's the side of the freight fraud task force we don't talk about.
Oh, gotcha.
There you go.
You better show up.
How do you think we achieve our goals?
when Jeff says he's taking down the fraudsters, he means it in a totally
He
different
means
way.
he's taking down the fraudsters.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep, all good.
If Jeff walks by you and you feel like you got a mosquito bite, go find medical attention quickly.
Oh, that's so funny, Pedro.
Yeah, you're so gonna forget about this, Jeff. And like next time I see you, you're gonna come up to give me a hug, and I'm gonna pat you down. And you're gonna be like, "What the hell?" I'm like, "I'm just checking for hypodermics, man."
That's it. Yeah. Are you caring, Jeff?
Yeah, Jeff, you got anything that'll poke me, stab me?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh man.
Jeff, you packing?
Tracy, you need to come. You need to come on, Tracy. I put the link in the group. I know you're not doing anything, Tracy. I know you're not. You need to at least come on and say hi.
Wow, that's pretty inconsiderate. She's not doing anything.
Well, she's probably sitting there typing in this DM right now, talking crap. I bet she's.
Yeah, 80% of the time, people that are typing on here ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you were doing something, there you go. Thank you, Hunter. Thank you for having my back. Good. Yeah. Goodbye, Jimmy.
Bye.
Adios.
Thanks for stopping by.
We're playing musical tiles here. Like Sam started out at the very bottom right. Now he's worked his way up to the top.
Hey,
look at that.
moving on up.
That's because he's keeping his mouth shut. He's smart.
I am well aware. Whoa, B.
Well, what do y'all have going on for that? Since y'all aren't going to Largecars, what are y'all doing this Memorial Day weekend? Nick, let's start with you. Why your internet seems to be working?
You can hear me. You were saying this weekend?
Yeah, this weekend, Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, that's what I was saying with the Jaws mask. I'm gonna go see Jaws in an old theater in downtown Tampa.
That's right, you did say that. No, you're still here. He's just messing.
Dude, this happened the last time I was on. That's why I was like,
What?
man, I'm out. Forget it.
It
The
did.
internet hates me.
It did.
Can't hear you.
Yeah, so
Are
I
you-
picked that up at a I picked that up at a like a nerd fest in Tampa, like Spookala or something, where there's local artists and some dude just made that. And Jaws is my favorite movie. Get this, my dad's like first job in security was to actually guard the shark, the mechanical shark, when it was attached to the dock.
Bruce?
Where was it
Yep.
gonna go?
I was born on Martha's Vineyard, and my dad was like 26 at the time, I think, and he was doing security. And so he actually was like the security guard back then. And then in Jaws 4, my uncle had a taxi company that was actually in the movie. And this is where I get the salesperson from, because the whole next summer, there was like everywhere. It was like, ride the taxi that you saw in the movie. Like every single lamppost, like he just plugged that shit all over the goddamn island. That was him. But I just like Jaws.
I'm
a
just
good
trying
movie.
to figure out why the shark needed a guard.
So no one would steal it, I'm
Well, you know,
assuming.
they actually, dude, I can only, you know what? I'll tell you exactly why. Because if I was 17 at that time and this thing was being filmed in like March, there's not a shot in hell that me and my drunk ass friends wouldn't have said, hey, let's go see the shark. I mean, that's a certainty. So I can only imagine that back in the 70s, too, where consequences didn't really exist, that they definitely would have been all over that.
Yeah, somebody would have stole the shark easily.
I'm just saying.
Yes. And his name is Nick. I mean, Quint is my favorite character. I'm just saying.
Jeff, what about you? What are you doing this weekend?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nope. Nothing.
That sounds thrilling.
It is. You know, I like actually doing me time. You know, it's like, you know, I just don't want to deal with the traffic and all that stuff, because I mean, it's going to be, they're saying that this year is going to be more travelers on the road in the air than in the last 20 years. It's like, I don't want to put up with that crap. No way. No. Mm-mm. I don't know. What are you doing? No, that's right. You're just going to be at that cars and guitars.
That's right. Cars and guitars.
Jeff is so jealous that we're going to that, and he can't.
Dude, I've had so many cars in my life. Trust me, it's not a big deal to me. I'm not suffering from FOMO.
Dude, Jeff helped design the assembly line at Ford. He was their logistics manager. He's told this story before. We all know this. We all know this.
No, I had
So
my
that-
garage. I used to go to shows all the time.
You know what? Now
Like, I'm
that
married.
now that I think about it, I'm actually going to change that one slide in our video. It says that Henry Ford was the first person accredited with using supply chain management. I'm going to do a parody of it. I'm going to put Jeff on there and see how many people catch it. Oh man, I'm so doing that, Jeff. That's going to be a good one. That's going to be a
Thanks,
good
buddy.
one.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
Jeff is bored.
You're all right, man. I don't care what anybody says.
I really don't either. But as long as you like me, Jeff, that's the only thing that matters.
No, that's a false statement.
I wouldn't be able to sleep as horribly as I do at night if I thought you didn't like me.
Yep.
What about you, Sam? You're just invigorating tonight, Jeff. What's wrong, man? You're usually just all on top of it, like, you know, giving us rips and burns and just.
I'm just listening, man. I'm
All right,
sitting
man.
back and I'm listening
All right.
to everybody chatter. It's nice
All
to
right.
do that every once in a while, man.
You're right. You're right. It is, man.
It is. It's nice.
What about you, Sam? What are you gonna do?
I'm actually going to play guitar this weekend in the form of I have to lead worship at my church. So I'm playing guitar this weekend. I'm not going to be around large cars, but I'll be around a guitar or two. So
Nice.
and that's my only plan. Yeah.
Are
Other
you
than that,
playing? Are you playing at guitar, or are you actually playing guitar? Because when I say I'm going to play golf, I'm playing at golf. I'm not really playing golf, because that would imply I'm good at it.
He's playing guitar in Qatar.
I'm playing not in Qatar, not that I know of, anyways. I think it's in my town here, but no, I'm playing. I'm not the world's greatest guitar player. Don't get me wrong, but I luckily for us, like old hymns, old gospel songs, it's about 4 chords and you got half of them down. So it's not the most complicated music to play out there. So so it's not too bad. But that's it. Sunday, that's it. That's all I'm doing. I'm doing that, and then of course on Sunday it kind of breaks up a little bit, but we've got Monaco in the morning, and then we've got the 500 in the afternoon, and then we've got the 600 at night.
Right. Yeah,
I'll have to record the Monaco race, even though between all of us here, because no one's really watching this, just between the 6 of us, Monaco is the worst F1 race on the circuit. That might be a hot button issue, but it's the worst F1 race on the circuit. If you're leading first lap, you're gonna win it, unless you do something horribly wrong, because there's no passing in that track. So, but it's the prestige. It's all the whatever. So, but yeah, I'll watch a bunch of dudes drive like 1,500 miles a day as well.
Yeah, then you get the Coca-Cola 600 is at nighttime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. You got Kyle Larson trying to do the double, but now the weather in Indy this weekend is going to be shady, so who knows what's going to happen.
That's true.
Yep.
Yeah, my cousin used to race F1, Jacques Villeneuve. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Your cousin is really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, and then he went into NASCAR and he was racing there as well. Yep. He's on my mother's side. I'm half French Canadian and English, so yeah.
Well, I don't
It makes a lot of sense.
I don't want to brag or anything like that, but Ben Franklin is my 10th cousin. So you're welcome for electricity.
Great. And Emily Dickinson is my great grand aunt.
Who?
Emily
I am a
Dickinson.
Mayflower descendant according to my 23andMe.
There you go.
So am I.
I am that white.
I'm not white. Is that what you said?
I'm not kidding you.
He said I'm that white.
It's so funny.
Oh boy. That's my weekend. Whole lot of not much.
Sounds awesome, though.
Yeah.
It does. But that does sound pretty good.
Well, I got 4 boys, so it's like we like to just kind of keep it, low key if we can. Just go outside and play. That's what we like to do. Because if I have to go anywhere with them, it's automatically $200, no matter what we choose to do. So I'm like, let's just stay at home.
My now you mention it. My daughter, we go to the world's largest go-kart racing facility in Edison, New Jersey. We do it like a couple times a year. They go fast, and we have such a blast. Maybe I'll do that too. Who knows?
Atlantic City.
No, Edison.
Oh, I was talking about you going to Atlantic City this weekend.
Who, me? No.
Yeah. A busy weekend, man. That's when the tables get hot. You know that.
Yeah, but then you deal with a lot of a-holes that are down there, and that just it's like, why bother?
So it's like being on this podcast.
Yeah, well, as a matter of fact.
Oh God.
Yeah, but here you can disconnect anytime.
That's a plus. That's a plus.
Here you can just pick a freeze and be like,
that's a plus. That's a good point.
That's right.
Good
Then
point.
you can be like, there goes Nick again.
Oh man, here goes Sam.
I feel like you guys need Jesus right now. Okay, here we go. Everybody sing along. Oh, it's horribly out of tune. Never mind.
Kumbaya, Lord.
This is my old guitar. And
it was going to get better or worse when we chimed in. I don't think the
That's-
guitar is going to be the problem. Trust me.
It's
It's going to be the singing.
that's bad. That's bad.
That's horrible.
I don't play this one that often. Yeah. I got the other one upstairs.
Good place to have it.
Hunter and
Yeah.
Pedro, are y'all staying up there like through Monday, or are y'all coming home Sunday?
Nah, leaving Sunday.
I hear you.
I ain't nothing to do in Bristol. I don't even know if they got a grocery store there.
They do. Yeah, it's
There is a
Food
food city.
Actually, yeah,
There's a
Food City.
food city and a Walmart like 5 miles from the Airbnb. I've already looked it up.
Prices are high, I bet. Especially on race day.
Well, I don't know if they go through the entire Walmart and hike up the prices.
Yeah.
But,
Look, here's another one.
man, this shit was just $1.99 yesterday. Freaking NASCAR comes down, it's $80.
That's pretty much it.
Hey, well, I say that unless they got them digital price tags, man. Like I've seen them things. You change it. You can literally change an entire store in like an hour. Fingers crossed, though. We're in the middle of nowhere, Tennessee. I don't think technology's gotten that far ahead there. No, I'm joking. we're gonna go to Bristol. We're gonna pull into Bristol. There's gonna be people on the side of the road. Pedro and Hound go home.
Get the hell out of here.
Nah, man. Maybe you, since you're from Texas.
That's true.
That's hilarious.
All right, fellas, I got a bail. I appreciate it, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow or Friday morning.
Yes, sir.
All right, broski. Hey, let us know when you get in tomorrow because I think we're gonna go to dinner tomorrow since like there's, Friday night, Saturday there's the concert and all that stuff. So Steve, we want to try to do a dinner tomorrow. Us, Steve, his son, and then Charles and his family. I think Spencer Squire from Road Dog Coffee is going to come. Just going to be us. Just us go and hang out and just have some time as a group. You know what I mean? Before the
I'll try to hit you and let you know roughly when that's going to be because I don't want y'all waiting all night.
All right, yeah, bro. Just let us know.
All right, man. See you, everybody.
Deuces, play.
Yo, egos.
Lord have mercy. Tell you what. I've got so much to do. I've got so much to do.
Like what?
Oh, just like pack everything up and stuff. Like all my laundry and everything's done, but
Oh,
I gotta.
That sounds terrible.
Man, I hate packing. I do, bro. I hate it. I'm
charging
all my.
I'm doing my laundry and I'm shoving everything into a bag. And then
That's a good plan. That's a good plan.
Yeah,
I like that plan. I can't do that though.
So I get Airbnbs, man.
My fucking OCD would be like killing me on the plane, knowing that when I open my suitcase, all my stuff's going to be wrinkled. Like
that's why I say you get Airbnb with washer dryer, man. Freaking, I like ironing my clothes.
When I travel for like a race,
do what?
When I travel for like a race or something, even if I'm going to be gone for a few days, even if I've never been somewhere before. My packing routine, you would have thought I was in the military because I was like, boom, 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 just like knew exactly what. Plus, I don't have to pack shirts. But let's say I'm going to Jacksonville to race, which is just a 4-hour drive. I'm going to hang out for like 2 days. I will pack everything I own and still leave shit behind. I don't understand. Like when I can drive, I will somehow get there and be like, I don't understand. I brought like 3 changes of bedding and I still somehow forgot my insulin. What the fuck? I'm exaggerating about the bedding.
Okay, good.
But about to say because I know he's forgotten his insulin because he's told me before that he's forgotten his insulin. Oh yeah. Well, I'm a good packer, man. I just like I just don't like doing it because I just fucking don't. And I'm like you. I pack like everything, man. Like I'm one of the people. I bring 2 days, extra days of clothes. I mean, all that stuff, bro. Multiple of everything because you never know what's going to happen, right? Never know.
True.
You could be like Adam Spencer, who got on what he thought was going to be like a 6-7 hour plane journey, and then 23 hours later, you know what I'm saying? Like so, you never know.
Yeah, that must have stunk, man.
See, that's why I don't
It
fly.
took me 2 days to get back from Biloxi.
God dang.
We should have drove.
Yeah. So I don't fly. I don't trust anybody anymore.
It's a long story. I'll just leave it with that. But
I don't roll my clothes anymore just because I have enough space for everything. But like I still roll my socks though. But yeah, I don't roll them anymore when I pack because I have a big.
I roll my clothes most of the time.
It's a good habit, man.
I always try to do carry on if I can. So most of the time I roll.
I just buy clothes at Walmart when I get there.
Bingo. If you left it and you wanted that bad, you can buy it wherever you're at.
Exactly. Yeah. You're fine.
Just make sure you bring pants and underwear. That's the biggest thing. Everything else is accounted for. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, really? Yeah. No, that's my philosophy. I pack the bare minimum because that's all my philosophy. It's like if I'm going, I can buy it somewhere, and then you end up somewhere like in the middle of nowhere, and like, oh, they don't have Walmarts here. Like now all of a sudden you're looking for like, mom and pop place. But usually I'm pretty good. Like I'll count out the days and then count out the pairs of socks, and I can usually count pretty good.
Sam's on Facebook Marketplace.
You can always get it. What? Oh, go on, Pedro.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say Sam's on Facebook Marketplace trying to trade T-shirts for underwear.
I was about to say, worst comes to worst, man. If you're in the middle of nowhere, Piggly Wiggly always sells T-shirts. So.
Piggly Wiggly, yeah.
Dude, dollar store. Yeah, there's a dollar store everywhere now.
Goes into TSA and they go, "Sir, you can't come in here with a thong. Sorry."
Again, that's why I don't fly. I just don't. I don't trust anybody in the process of flying. I really don't. Like, I mean, I've done it before and it's fine. Like, I do trust the pilots to, get the plane up and get it back down, but I don't trust any of the people in the seats to not try to eject themselves while the flight is going on. So, like, if I can drive, I'm driving.
Sam says, but as soon as they give that A-OK on that thong policy, boy, I'm all in.
I'd rather not discuss that in public.
There you go.
Oh, Jeff, there you are, man. You're showing a little glimmer of yourself here and there.
I try.
Yeah,
I try.
Jeff's just always busy. Busy man.
My keyboard literally just stopped.
Nice.
I mean, it's brand new. I bought it 2 weeks ago and there's no power to it. Just stopped. My mouse works. I'm like, Jesus, man. Now I got to go to Staples in the morning.
Oh, lovely. I keep an extra keyboard and a mouse. Actually, like two, because all of us in here, my wife, she works from home. I work from home, and then my son, he's gaming on his computer and stuff. So we have learned to keep around extra keyboards and stuff. They ain't the greatest, but it'll get you through until you can get to the store at least the next day or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you know what I mean. It's just like
I do.
All of a sudden, it's like, okay, how am I going to do my work now? Now I got to be forced to go there tomorrow. So it's like this. So just trying to fix.
Do a pickup order, man. That way you can just order it and go, go sit out in the car and then you ain't got to worry about going and dealing with folks. Be in and out.
Yep. If I used your brains, you'd run everything off a laptop.
Yo, gents, I got a dip.
Then you got a backup keyboard at all
by.
times. Oh, later, Nick.
Adios, amigos.
I'm going to invent a keyboard that's got a cord out the back that you can just kind of plug into a power source.
Oh, like a mouse that has a cord on
it's
it.
Like, where'd you get that from?
Great, dude.
My invention.
Don't tell anybody. It's my newest invention, just like sails on a boat. Like that's my next big thing.
I'm not even going to tell you about my invention to make water colder, okay? I'm not even going to tell you it.
All right.
Really?
All right. Now you gotta break us in on that one.
Just little cubes that you can form in a plastic tray, and then to get the cubes out, you just crack them. It's genius. I'll show you later.
Nah, I don't believe that. Sounds like some voodoo. I'm not into that.
Yeah.
Could you imagine like the first time someone the first time seeing an ice cube back then?
Yeah. Probably was crazy.
I actually got an old ice chest from in the family, dude. Like the box on the top where you go and freaking buy one of the cubes of ice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good
I
stuff.
went to Hong Kong for a month way back in the day, and like they do not do ice over there. Like all their beverages. If you wanted to do ice, it was expensive. Like everything was just hot or lukewarm.
I wouldn't do anything. It's like Mexico. Just stay away from ice cubes, water, all that kind of stuff, man. You get Montezuma revenge. Ugh.
I did. I pay for ice cubes for a Sprite. It was excellent. Well worth like $15 it cost me.
God dang.
It was expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was like a pitcher of Sprite, and it was cold. And we were at a TGI Fridays in Hong Kong because we were so sick and tired of eating the food around there. Like, I need a hamburger, and we found one. So yeah.
The TGI Fridays in Hong Kong.
TGI Fridays. Yep. And they ate at a California Pizza Kitchen in Hong Kong as well. I don't even know if they're around anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I think they are. I don't
Okay,
know. I know you can buy their pizzas in the freezer section. How about
Yeah,
that?
the only time I've
I know
seen
that.
it.
Yeah, I know that.
Can't buy it at Aldi. I'm not buying it.
Can't buy it all.
Yeah, I'll stand by Aldi.
Aldi's a
Yeah.
good store, bro. Yeah, no, they are, dude. They are.
Oh,
They're a
Aldi?
good store.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got
that was-
they got it figured out, man.
I was just there, and my wife won't let me get cookies.
No
Should have snuck
cookies?
them, bro. Should have
No.
snuck them. You should have went out to the car and be like, oh man, I gotta go to the bathroom, babe, and just went back inside.
Come back with a box of cookies under my shirt.
What's that crinkle sound? Oh, that's nothing. That's my new external pacemaker. Yeah, I got that while I was in there.
External
Gets you in the car and walks you back in. Tell the man what you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell them
Out of here. Sorry.
that's pretty funny.
Yep.
Well, anyway, I'm about to have to get off here, man. I've got a lot of stuff to do, and I still got some work
I do
things I need to
too.
take care of. Yeah, before so I can make sure everything is done, and all my team has to do is just track loads and freaking collect BOLs when things are delivered. I got one load that just popped up, and then I got a problem, man, with something else. So got to figure that out. But before we go, I know, Hunter. It's always problems. I know, dude. I know.
Well, you
Always
got to
problems.
change your mindset, brother.
No, well, I mean, it is what it is. It's just
Mindset.
logistics. I mean, just is what it is. I can't nothing I can do to fix it. You know,
Right.
yeah, ain't nothing I can do to fix this problem. So, wait, what did you say, Jeff?
I said it's logistics. I mean, every day you get blindsided. You just don't
Yep,
don't know when
yeah.
it's going to come, but you know damn well it's going to come.
Yep. And this one, man, there is no fix, and the customer is freaking out, thinking that there is a fix. And I'm like, dude, and unless you can find a plane that can come pick up your pallet in the middle of freaking Wyoming, then I don't know what to tell you. It is not.
Tell them about the truck tree.
Yeah,
Going in the backyard
yeah.
to pick the finest
Let me go find one, dude, because this thing is not going to be in Kent, Washington tomorrow morning. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. I'm as pissed off about it as you are, but there is nothing I can do to fix it. And so, you know.
Hey, did you see that accident of my driver?
Yeah, we did, Jeff. That's crazy, man. I'm
That,
glad everyone's okay,
I
though.
can't believe that those guys lived. Seriously, it was one of those non-avoidable crashes. He came around the corner at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and there was a freaking white SUV parked in the middle of the freaking road. In the middle of the road, nobody was in it, just parked there.
I totally believe it, man.
And just, he tried to. One of the drivers were in the back because it was a team, and the guy was driving. He tried to swerve around it, and when he hit the front. There's no two ways about it. It's just blindside. Boom.
Dude, I'm
Unbelievable.
looking at these pictures now. How in the hell did they survive? That is.
Yeah, they walked away from that, man. They walked away from that.
Shout out to Volvo.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it, Hunter, it's like, tell me that God's not real, because man, he did a miracle, man. He did a miracle, because those guys, the way that truck looked, no. Most cases, those guys are gone, done. Yep. So,
Amen to that, brother.
yes, sir. Yep. It's amazing. So that's when you get a wake up call and you're like, well, we just had an accident. People, I'm afraid. I got. First thing out of my mouth was, hey, the drivers are okay. Did they live? Because I saw that. I was afraid to ask. You know, it was just like I wanted to get like an affirmation, and I was like, I'm expecting the worst. Oh no, they got out of it, and I was like, are you shitting me? Wow, man, just absolutely wow. You know, the freight is the least expensive. I mean, look at that thing, man. That's like
The picture won't zoom in anymore, but I mean, yeah, like that is
and
on the
like,
rail, and then the road is up here. I'm assuming.
Yep. It's just like, you know, it's like it's a weird picture because it's not really that far from the road, but it looks like it's a mile away from the road. You know, it's just a weird event that happened, and it's just like you never know when you're on the road. You know, it's just like you could have the best day driving a truck, and that's why people, you know, it's unfortunate, but people just don't respect truck drivers because they have absolutely no effing idea what they go through every day on that road delivering freight. You know, I had the luxury when I was younger to go for a ride in a semi, and I think that it's should be a requirement for anybody that gets into brokerage that you need to go for a super regional, and long haul ride, so you get a really good perspective of the crap that these guys go through, women and men, you know, and it's crazy. The assholes that are out there, man, they don't care, you know, brake check an 80,000 pound vehicle. And it's just like, you know, that's why cameras are so important, because a lot of these guys, you know, and women are looking for a big cash payout, you know, and they walk out of there and they hold their back and they do all this other kind of stuff. It's like, that didn't happen. No way. But
yeah, no, I was talking to someone about that the other day, just driving down the road. It was actually with my sister. We were heading down to Georgia, and it's like, hey, you see those cameras on these trucks? Like, she's like, yeah. I was like, would you believe it if I told you that drivers were against them? She was like, why? I was like, because they think they're tracking them, but they all have cell phones in their trucks. But you know, a family or someone falls asleep on the other side of the road, comes across, you know, and that truck wipes them out. Well, who's going to get in trouble right there? That driver. But if there's cameras there, inward facing, outward facing, I mean, then you got a case. Like
you do, and it's like, you know, a lot of the drivers out there, unfortunately, it's like, you know, they want their own personal time. They don't want their dispatcher watching the, you know, when it's facing in the cab. What they're doing, they just think it's, you know, it's wrong. I mean, I get it to a certain point. It, you know, what happens in the cab is a little bit different than what's happening outside the cab, and you know, and if you're being cognizant of your surroundings, you know, at nighttime, deer, if you're in like Yellowstone, buffalo, deer, coyotes, all that kind of stuff. I mean, your eyes have to be like a pendulum behind the wheel, looking left to right the whole time, you know, because you're not going to stop on a dime if one of those mooses or elks or something decide to come blasting in front. You know, it's just like either take them out or they'll take you out. You know,
But here's my thing on that too: the drivers that are against it, it's like, what are you doing in your cab that you don't want it that bad? It's not like, are you sitting there watching a movie? You playing on your Rubik's Cube? You texting? Like every 10 seconds that clip gets recorded, deleted, and then when there's an impact,
it's on a loop.
Yeah,
the whole time it's on a loop. And I get it.
I mean, but I see it, dude. Like our company has that, man, through Samsara. Like it's
Samsara, I send all those links, you know, the track and trace team, my customers and stuff. It's just like, you know, you want to see where they are every 10 minutes, follow it, you know. I mean, it's whatever. It happens, and it's just that, you know, responsible human beings who own businesses want to protect their assets. They want to know what their drivers are doing. It's unfortunately that they can't trust them, because if they trust them, the old guys that have been in the business for a long time before deregulation, you know, that's a that's a respect that's been lost long time ago, where drivers, they wore their uniforms, they were neat, they were clean shaven, they wear a company hat, their cab was always clean, the emergency equipment was always in reach, very, very organized. They cared for their equipment. Nowadays, these guys walk out in their pajamas with a guinea tee, with flip flops on, they're just scruffled up. My thing is that, whether you're a broker or a shipper, those guys represent your brand image and reputation, right? It's you that is in that cab with them, and when they bang that door, they're representing you. What does that say about your brand image and reputation? It's a lost form. Drivers used to be well respected in my time, and right now, they're not, for the obvious reasons, because there's a lot of irresponsible drivers out there that go into bathrooms, destroy it, don't give a crap about it, empty their garbage in lots. It's terrible, and you don't have a lot of kids in the next generation that wants to jump in the seat of dad or grandpa or grandma, or mom or anything like that, because there used to be a lot of pride behind the wheel, I had a lot of friends, a lot of them passed, that used to jump in the trailers, help me load them and stuff like that. They were on hand. They loaded their own trailers and stuff, and things just went south, man. It's a shame that it's lost. But if you want to get an industry back to where it was, you have to know how to collaborate, build relationships, be honest, have integrity, and have transparency. Plain and simple. If you can't tell it the way that it is, you don't belong in the business. Don't bullshit somebody, because the ones that are still in the business 25, 30 years later, they know how to detect that stuff. So, it's terrible. It really is. If you haven't lived it, you don't understand it. If you haven't lived it, you don't understand it. You really don't. You can imagine it, but when you're dealing with this, I mean, like shippers, like myself, I'm still ethical, but I used to take care of my drivers. Hey, you want to use the bathroom? I used to have coffee in the morning for them. So Fridays, when all my drivers lined up and backing my doors, I had Cokes, pizza for them. I took care of them. I sat down on the docks with them when I was smoking, have a cigarette with them. Hey, how's your family? How you doing, man? Where you're off to now? When was the last time you were home? What's the name of your kids? How hard is that? I just rattled it off in 30 seconds. That's what shippers and brokers need to do. They got to get personal with these guys, because they're away from their families, man, for long periods of time.
Hey, Jeff, never mind, he left.
He's gone. But no, Jeff, I 100% agree with you, brother. And like, honestly, to tie it back to this truck show, like that is like the large cars and guitars. Those are the women and men that you experience there, wearing boots, jeans, like their truck is their office, and they understand that, like that's their livelihood, and it's taking pride in your company, and just taking pride in yourself, man. I mean, think about, like, you're talking about a dirty cab. If you got a billion bottles in your truck and you try to hit the brakes and you got a Gatorade bottle stuck underneath that brake, you're wiping out every single person in front of you. And you got people carrying around pigs and shit in their truck now. Like,
you want to? I'll tell you a really quick story, and then I got to bail. It'll be really quick. So these two guys, okay, they leased a truck. They wanted to, get into the business and make a lot of money, but they never stopped. They never stopped, right? And they kept their truck pretty immaculate, except it smelled. And so when they went in to trade their truck in, right, the dealer that got the truck in was like, hey, what the hell is that smell? It's like really, really nasty. Like you open up the door and you just get blown out of your socks, kind of nastiness, Make a long story short, the reason why these guys were able to do what they did, they pissed in bottles, they crapped, and they stuck it in the walls of the cab, where the windows are, and it was packed in there when the truck was destroyed. I'm not kidding you. That's exactly what they did, and it's like one of the nastiest stories that I ever, was told. And I was like, you gotta be shitting me, man. No way. And they're like, the guy had pictures of it packed like insulation in the walls, and it's just like nasty. I mean, so just disrespectful. Just they don't care. They don't care. Not the same. There's a lot of great drivers out there, Hunter and Pedro. There are great guys that you want in your corral, man. Want you to move their freight. And then there's the women and men out there. They don't give a crap. That give the really good guys a really bad name. And shippers and brokers, they just link them all together. They put them in a pool and saying, this is the way that everybody operates. It's not. No. It's not, man. And that's what comes down to the vetting part, and talking to references and doing the things that we did when we didn't have cell phones and we had landlines. We made phone calls. We went to bars. We shook hands, no contracts. That was the ironclad contract that we had. You shook a hand. I'm going to take care of business for you. We don't have to worry about it. Now everything is so legal and all of this kind of stuff. Not to say that that's a bad thing. It's a good thing, but we got to go back to respect, collaboration, and relationship building. We really do. It's not part of our industry right now. It's not.
There's a reason they call it the good old days.
Yes, sir. So listen, guys, I got to go. You have a great time.
Appreciate you having me on. Thanks for coming and hanging out, man.
All right. I'll see you guys.
Have a good one, brother.
You too.
Yep.
Hunter, you got anything that you want to add here to for in this thing?
I'm excited for this weekend. So everybody be on the lookout for some high quality content. And if you are at Largecars Guitars, come and find us. We are not hard to pick out of the crowd.
Nope. I think I'm gonna wear my Ninja Turtle shoes.
You should, dude. Those things are pimp, man.
I should. Dude, I never wear those things, Hunter. I have probably worn those things twice since Matt's. Like they just.
Dude, every time I buy a new pair of shoes, my mission objective is to destroy them.
Yeah. Dude, well, I
like those white shoes, man. I call my dirty whites for a reason. Everybody's like, "Why do you keep buying white shoes?" Just because I can.
I can. Brain fart. Sorry. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us. We don't have a show planned for Friday. We may or may not maybe pop up some live interviews or something. I don't know. Hunter and I haven't figured it out yet, but we will be posting all kinds of great stuff while we're there at the show. So like Hunter said, be on the lookout for that. And I think that's gonna do it for us. To just repeat what Hunter said. If y'all around, come holler at us. Let's do something. Get yourself a hat or some stickers. Whatever we may have left, and we will see everyone.
Yep.
See everyone next week, man. We got some good stuff lined up. Got some good stuff lined up next week. Next Friday, bro. I'm excited for coming off the heels of Memorial Day. Next Friday, we have a veterans organization. Some guys that are in logistics, but they're also do veteran advocacy and some other cool things. And so, yeah, we're going to take a step out talking about logistics for the main part of the show, and we're going to talk about helping veterans next Friday. Thought that would be a great follow up to Memorial Day. So very much excited about that. Anyway, yeah, man, it sure is. Dude, they're really good guys. I have a meeting with them on Monday. They sent it to the lounge. So, dude, if you're free, you want to hop in and shoot the shit with us for a minute, we just going to get to know each other a little bit before we get in the show and stuff. So, but yeah, dude, awesome. Hunter, can't wait to see you tomorrow, bro. I'll send you all my flight stuff and everything, dude. And man, I can't wait. We're gonna have a good time, man. We got such a good group of people staying at this house too, man. Like,
yeah, this is a wild time.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be a good one, man. It's gonna be good stuff. So, that's gonna do it for us. As I always say, chunk the deuces, Mr. Hound. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
The views and opinions expressed on this show by its guests are not necessarily those of Lounge Media Group or the show host. So if you sue someone, make sure it's the party responsible for hurting your feelings. Also, grow up, be an adult, and understand not everyone thinks like you. And that's okay.